Corey Taylor with Corey Taylor Talks. We are here at Days of the Dead Las Vegas. I'm so excited, so come on, let's do this. I am joined with the iconic Richard Dreyfuss. I love it. He's hysterical, as you can tell. We are here at Days of the Dead. How are you doing today? I wish I knew sign language. But, you know, Jaws, and I mean, all of your films are really, truly iconic, but Jaws was one of your breakthrough roles, and it was also one of Steven Spielberg's first major products. It's what made him who he was. And Jaws is truly such an iconic movie that everyone loves. What was it like to work on it? Did you guys have any idea how big it would be?
Yes, everyone did but me. I thought it was just a fish movie.
Right.
That was that. Now, here's the deal. Questions about Jaws, if someone asks a question about Jaws and I know the answer, they got to pay me $20.
Oh.
And if I don't know the answer, I'll pay them $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm sure you pretty much know everything then, right?
Yes.
But, you know, like I said, it was just truly an iconic. They, you know, Show Me the Way to Go Home. I was literally singing it yesterday because I was so excited. One of the best scenes in there. And, you know, Bruce the Shark, I've heard it was kind of a nightmare working with him.
Not for us.
No?
No. It was only for the guys who were trying to put it together.
Oh, really?
It's a nightmare for them, but we were over there.
I got you. Was it difficult? Was that one of your first movies, like working with water and everything, or was it like as scary as it looks on film?
It was the second film, the third film I did as in a lead role, and it was as exciting, as boring, as silly, and as grand as any film could possibly be.
You know, like I said, you have such a huge filmography. Everyone, you're really an icon. I obviously, Jaws is one of your biggest. Goodbye Girl, everything. What is your favorite role that you've done?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No. I can say that there's one or two I didn't like, but I'll never tell you which ones they were.
Do you have a favorite? If you don't have a favorite movie, do you have a favorite story, like one story that really stuck out to you?
There were 1,000 extras on Mr. Holland, and they bonded with the crew, and we all went out together almost every night, sang karaoke together, and every scene where we played music to the audience, we did at least 15 times just because we wanted to.
Wow. That's awesome. I am here with David Howard Thornton, who is, of course, Art the Clown from the iconic Terrifier.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what it's like talking to you. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
You're truly a horror icon. And, you know, especially it's such a newer movie, and the amount of attention and quote following it got immediately is incredible. What was it like? Did you expect this to happen?
Oh, we did not expect this at all. This was like out of the blue for us because we were just a small, little, low-budget independent film. And it's just, well, you know, we didn't have a big, you know, like theatrical release. It was all on like streaming and DVD, and it's just the fans just glommed onto it so quickly, and it's the fans that made us big. So we're very grateful to everybody.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, it started off with All Hallows Eve, and then everyone loved it instantly, and so that's how it got the Terrifier. And as you can see, we have tons of photos. It's all, your face is everywhere.
It's crazy.
It's so cool. But, you know, I must say, because even though you're in makeup and costume and everything, no one could play your part like you did. I mean, your facial expressions are incredible. What was it like getting into that character?
It was a lot of fun. I love doing a lot of physical comedy anyways, and I've always wanted a chance to play a silent character like that, because I love like Mr. Bean and like the great comedians from back in the day like Harpo Marx and Charlie Chaplin and all that. So I always wanted a challenge like that, but I also love playing villains, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to like blend both of those things together, so I had a blast.
It's the best of both worlds.
Oh yes, it's the best of both worlds by far.
And of course, I have to ask, everyone's asking about Terrifier 2. Everyone wants it. We're all so ready for it. Do you have any idea when we can expect it or what we can expect from it?
Well, we were hoping to get it out this year, but COVID, of course, delayed some things. But it's right now in post-production. We're almost done. It's finally done editing, so we're doing all the color correction and everything. After that, we got to start shopping into distribution. But once we get all that set, we should know the date. So we're hoping, knock on wood, that early next year.
Oh, awesome. So right there.
It's huge. It's a huge movie. It's clocking in at over 2 hours now, which is unusual for a slasher, but there's just so much going on. We can't really cut anything without it impacting the rest of the film. So we're like, you know what? Well, let's just have fun with it and go big and bold with it. And so that's what we're doing this time.
Oh, the longer the better, honestly, because then you get, you can't get enough of it. So as much as you can get, you gotta take. So.
Yes.
Well, I can't thank you enough for doing this, and I am so honored to interview you. You're such an icon. And where can people follow you and keep up to date with everything you have going on?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook under David Howard Thornton. I'm on there, so check me out.
I am here with the creator of Terrifier, which is such an iconic movie. It gained a cult following immediately, and it's such an honor to interview you. And we're here at Days of the Dead, which is awesome. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. It's my first time back in Vegas since 2006. So
oh my gosh.
I'm very excited
well,
to be
welcome
here.
back.
Thank you.
And now you're back and bigger than ever, right?
Bigger than ever, that's right.
So, like I said, Terrifier was truly just such an iconic film. It came from All Hallows Eve, and now because everyone loved it so much, it gained its own attention, and now you have Terrifier.
Everybody loved it.
Everybody.
No haters.
You know what? You got the last laugh, didn't you?
Yes, that's true.
No, but mostly everyone. If you're a horror fan, everyone loves it. It's just those idiots that don't get it. So.
Can't please everybody.
That's right. But you please most. And like I said, it's such an iconic movie. What was your thought process? What made you come up with this idea?
Oh, wow. It started with an idea of a clown just terrorizing a woman on a city bus in the middle of the night. And it was just something I wanted to put into a short film that I was making when I got out of high school.
Oh, wow.
And then, so I was like, we're going to do this. I'm just going to make this short film, pack it out with all kinds of creatures and effects. It'll be my calling card. And always loved clowns. And I'm like, we'll put this, in the beginning. That's how we'll kick it off. And once I decided to do that, I was like, well, now what does this guy look like? And at the time, Tim Curry was the most popular, still arguably the king of killer clowns.
Right.
So I was like, whatever he looks like, it has to be as far away from Tim Curry's Pennywise as possible.
Right.
So he can't be colorful. He's got to be very simple, black and white. Tim Curry speaks. He's a jokester. I was like, he won't speak. He'll be a silent killer like Michael Myers or Jason.
Right.
Won't have hair. He'll use weapons, whereas Pennywise doesn't. So I say all the time, I have a lot, I owe a lot to Tim Curry's Pennywise for the look of Art the Clown.
I gotcha.
And that was it, and he was really just this little character in that short film. But when I showed people, that's all they talked about. And they were like, you have to do more with that character. And, you get enough feedback from people that saying the same thing, you got to listen. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then we made another short film called Terrifier a couple of years later, and that was a total showcase for Art the Clown. And that's when I turned him more into a slasher and started giving him more of his personality that you see now in Terrifier and things like that. Yeah.
No, it was really just amazing, and like I said, even though you got the haters, everyone loves it. It's a cult following, and for such a new film, I mean, you can look around. There's tons and tons of products of it. So everyone loves. I mean, it's such an iconic role. I can't even imagine 20 years down the line, and obviously Terrifier 2, which I would love to talk about if possible.
Yeah. It's I'm trying to get it out by early 2022, like maybe around February if possible. It's shot, I'm editing it, we're just doing like the final polishing, some visual effects, coloring the movie, finishing the score.
Right.
It is the biggest labor of love of my life. It's been the hardest movie I ever had to make by far. I'm so proud of it and everybody involved in it.
Yeah.
I am so excited for people to see what it is. We went above and beyond. It is so much bigger and crazier. I say it's like the first Terrifier on steroids and acid. Like it's just
awesome.
It's pretty epic for the budget that we had. It's very ambitious. So people have been waiting for a long time. I know they're getting frustrated and a little antsy, but it's going to be worth the wait.
Oh, I'm sure of it. And like you said, everyone's just so excited. Did you guys film it during COVID?
We did.
I bet that was a challenge.
It was.
Yeah.
It set us back a little bit, maybe like 4 or 5 months.
Right.
So that didn't help, but we got through it.
Yeah,
we got
we
through
sure
it.
did.
Can't stop us.
No, and here you are, and
here
everyone's
we
just so excited, and we're at Days of the Dead, so
Days of the
and
Dead.
everyone loves you. Everyone's coming up, and it's just great. So.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. And where can people follow you, keep up to date with everything you have going on?
On Instagram, Damien_Leone, a lot of updates there. Terrifier 2 official on Instagram, official Terrifier Facebook page. I'd say those are the best places.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I have to do a quick ritual real quick so I can bring in my next guest. I got to say Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Oh my gosh, it worked.
How are you?
He is here.
Go off 2, but it's okay.
Oh, right. I got to do it 5 times. Shoot. I got it halfway. I got it fast, right? I said it 2 times before, so.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I can't even believe I'm talking to you. It is because I love you. You're an absolute icon in everything you do. Everyone in the world knows who you are. So it's such an honor. Every single role, and now recently the new remake of Candyman. So I gotta say, you have so many iconic roles, the Final Destination films, everything. What is, I know.
So I was sort of like added up together.
I know.
I didn't set out trying to say, I want to be in so many franchises.
Right.
And then lately there's been a lot of voiceover work as well.
Yes. Well, I think it's because you're so talented, and you're such an amazing actor, and you get into every character, and every character is so different, but you can really scare people, and you know how to do it. I mean, you're just amazing.
Cat guy. I rescue cats, so go figure.
I know.
Yeah.
You're such a great
I'm a gardener,
man.
so.
I know. Well, that's what's so cool is you're nothing like your character.
No, it's called acting.
That's right.
the whole point.
That's
right. Very few actors, I think it's fair to say, are like the people they portray.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Particularly the ones that have studied theater and, across the boards.
But you did it, and so the new Candyman, everyone was so excited about it. I went the night it opened because I was so excited.
Nice.
I
That's
sure
awesome.
did.
What did you think?
It was incredible. And
Excellent.
I was so happy you were in it too, because unfortunately they recast a lot and everything. So I'm so happy they kept
Don't worry
you.
about it, because the ending of the film could be the beginning of the future.
Right. Absolutely. It had such an important story to it, and I would.
Woke.
Yeah. How did they approach you for doing the new one?
I was actually shooting a film in South Africa, and I knew it was happening, but I finally got the call from Jordan Peele himself.
Oh,
And
wow.
we spent a half hour talking, and he let me know what the story was going to be about, what he intended to do. Turns out that he didn't meet me, but he saw me at a famous hot dog stand in New York
my
City
God.
on 72nd and Amsterdam, like when he was 15. And I said, well, why didn't you say something, Jordan? And he said he was too intimidated. But now here we are. Now he's my boss, and it was beautiful.
That's so cool. What a full
The
circle.
director was also an important step for, changing the face of the business.
100%. No, and I think he really has made so many incredible films, and thank gosh he's getting the recognition he deserves.
Yes, he deserves it. He deserves it. Him and the whole company, Monkey Paw Productions. I mean, the guy, his right-hand man was his roommate in college. That's how loyal he is.
so
And he
cool.
made him his number 2.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
it shows you when
we
you're a
need
good
more of
person,
that.
you get far, right?
Yeah, we need more of that sharing of the wealth. You know what I mean?
100%.
And being happy and content with who we are.
That's right. And so, out of everything you've done, do you have a favorite role?
Well, they're all kind of like children, in a way. I have some favorites. It's not horror.
Right.
I did a Western once with Christopher Reeve called Black Fox.
Right.
The reason that was my favorite was my aunt who raised me. She had never been on a plane before, and I flew her first class up to Calgary. She didn't like it at first. She was cursing me out. But then for 2 weeks, she sat on the edge of the range. They built a special platform for her. And she had the biggest smile because she said, my baby's going to be all right.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
How amazing.
So that's why it's a favorite.
Well, you know, you really showed. You made it, and you know, like I said, because of today's society, you were a huge role in showing black actors and making a change because everyone loves you.
The ones that came before me, I mean, I tell, because I'm also a teacher, and I tell students now who are worried about so many things, and this time right now, there's been more roles for not just black, but all kinds of folks, which is wonderful. You know, because when I came up, I could like look around, and not only would I be the only black actor, but there wouldn't be anybody black on the crew. And so things are gradually changing, which is wonderful.
Well, you were a huge front runner for that. You were a big part of it.
I'm a front runner. You must have seen Flash.
Tony, you're the best. I really can't thank you enough. And where can people follow you and keep up to date with everything?
You can follow me on Twitter at Tony Todd 54 and Instagram Tony Todd Official.
Thank you, Tony. It's truly an honor.